Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That's it. Waiting. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, Ford, Tokyo.
From the 39, Wentz. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Here we go, D. Here I come.
Working from the gun, Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw, right?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Mayfield. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
22 yards there, a first down. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Strip that ball. Hey, Rip 5-2, I'm here. Hey, Delta. We ain't giving up nothing today.
They go play action here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Check.
They'll run on first down. Done. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Dallas Goedert, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
so
well.
Go to something else. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. A first down throw from Mayfield. Now they go screen. It's complete. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30, 20, 10, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching him.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Going for the deep ball. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Letting one fly deep and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would.
It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Wentz going to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Ram. Watch the twist.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there's another 1st down run right there.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd down, it's done. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 6-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. After the sack on 1st down, Mayfield going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, And then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. That's Sullivan. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
180! 54 Mike. Pistol.
Mayfield on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sullivan. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
18 on the play. First down, Cowboys.
Mayfield now, 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's 1st and 10. Mayfield. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First down.
46. 180! I'm going to run you. Hey, 133.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. He'll have a first down past the 40. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turned that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On second down now. Pollard, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And now look at this. this. Big gain, but a fumble. It is picked up by the Eagles. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
No. 5'9".
From the 35 on second down, Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Bandit. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
Please 5'7".
Watch the screen.
Here we go.
Screen.
Now Wentz on third down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. They go play action. Mayfield under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Eagles will have it, taking over a 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
53 is the mic. Watch
Five.
From just shy of midfield, Wentz throwing right, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
A 1st down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Wentz. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that'll get the lead down to 5. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's Pollard again. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Alert, 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 alert. Don't be scared of it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
To throw, Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the 4th. On 2nd and 15 now. Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Mayfield down. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Done. He will push his way down to about the 14. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Here we go on 4th down. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're taking a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Right there. 54, right there. Right there.
Back near his goal line. Here's Mayfield. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20.
Hey, 133.
Now Pollard. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
They'll keep it on the ground. Pollard. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
As we near the end of the game, that was a really nice run as the 2-minute warning begins to loom.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if you picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Pollard. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On the draw, it's Pollard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Check. You go take. You got take. King.
Here's Pollard. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Dallas, a loss would have really hurt. As it stands, they finished the 1st half at 3-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles,